Hello. So, if you didn't catch my last health vlog, I'm not going to be doing a daily health vlog. Instead, I am focusing more on the positive and not doing it every day. So, we're going to talk about the things that I want to work on this week. And remember, when you are chronically fatigued and you are in pain and you have ups and downs with your health on a daily, if not hourly basis, you have to be kind. So you can't just say, I'm going to change my life today, and that's not going to happen. So here are the things that I would like to work on this week. I did some research, again, on adrenal fatigue and burnout and that kind of thing, and I'll have a video up about that at some point soon. But the first thing that I was going to do is return to the things that we were doing before May, when party season started. Because if you've been following along, you know it was Mother's Day, my 50th birthday, my sister's birthday, my dad's birthday, my other sister's wedding anniversary, my brother's wedding anniversary, my niece's graduation party, my other niece graduated. Party, celebrate. It's done. Party season is done now. So while I did not but a lot of sugar in there, and while we were still eating a ton of vegetables, salads every day, I did let some sugar in there, and I was not making a conscious effort to lose any weight. I gained 3 pounds since May, June, July, so a pound a month. It's not terrible, but I definitely stopped losing. So I'm back up to 210 as of this morning. So first thing to go is the sugar. And I'm a sugar addict. It is extremely hard for me. Finding out that I had this bad reaction to corn syrup makes it easier to cut out all of that. But the few sweets that we do have around in the house are usually sweetened with cane sugar, and so that it's a healthier alternative. You have to excuse my cat. She is over there playing with paper. But still, it's not great. Sugar's not good for me. Sugar causes inflammation. Remember, I'm not a doctor. It's not my medical opinion. It's my personal lived experience. But it's very hard for me to go off sugar. So knowing that I wanted to go back completely off the sugar, even though I wasn't eating a ton of it before, I knew that I had to eat a lot of food today. So I will tell you what I ate today in a minute, but it'll seem like a lot. Once I've gotten past the sugar cravings, the worst of them, I can cut back a little. I'm not counting calories right now. I'm just cutting out. Dairy had crept back in small amounts because it's summer and I like ice cream. It was real ice cream, made with milk and cream and real sugar, but still, it's not good for you. So we've cut that out. And then we did brain fog. It was cake, rhubarb cake. Oh my goodness, my brain. Mom made gluten-free rhubarb cake. It was not sugar-free. She cuts the sugar down. I mean, she used to substitute with honey and stuff when I was a kid, but now she uses cane sugar that's more pure and less refined, and cuts the amount of sugar and things way down. And sometimes she'll use xylitol. She thinks it's an acceptable sugar substitute. I don't know. I didn't do any research about it. I've never used it. I can't tell the difference when she puts a little xylitol in something versus sugar, so I don't know. I know there are other stevia. I do not like the aftertaste of stevia. When they added more stevia to my protein powder, I had to stop buying the protein powder. I couldn't handle the aftertaste. So even though it's supposed to be a healthier sweetener, I didn't like it. Anyway, so no sugar. We're cutting the sugar back out. We're already going to cut the dairy back out. We have officially cut the dairy back out. We still were not doing the gluten. We still were not doing any alcohol. Had potatoes today when I talk about my food, but that's because they were left over from yesterday. But I don't seem to handle the potatoes well, so probably gonna have to cut out potatoes too. I want to work on doing a 5-minute breathing exercise, and maybe I'm so hot that it's hard to use my weighted blanket in the summer. But when I was looking up the nervous system, that my nervous system's just always in overdrive right now. Weight helps. So like your cat sitting on your lap when you get cat pinned is actually helping calm your nervous system. So, which he does insist that I sit down, and he will sleep on my lap for a little bit every day. Blue does. So, I've always said he's my service cat. Like, he would know when I had pushed it to the point where I was going to have a fibromyalgia flare-up, and would come into the kitchen where I was doing dishes and meow at me until I sat down. So he's pretty good about things like that. But don't know if I can use the weighted blanket until fall, winter time. I do have one. I have a pink flamingo one my sister gave me. But I'm definitely going to try the breathing exercises. I was going to do 10 minutes outside, put it on my list, looked at my list this morning, and then forgot. Just forgot. So didn't do that. I want to get my shake in for one of my snacks. And when I'm first going off sugar completely, it is really important for me to get my snacks in. But like, I did not have the energy to make a shake at snack time, so I didn't. I've also got some beef broth that I'd like to use up and just see if it makes any difference in how I feel. So that's on my list to work on this week. Gallon of water a day. I almost got a gallon in today. Almost did. Still working on it, but almost got a gallon in today. I am focusing on dry brushing again, which I'm not a doctor, not a medical expert. Dry brushing is supposed to help you detox and stimulate the lymph system. I don't know if it does or not, but it sure gives me soft skin when I do it. So I'm dry brushing. Tea with raw honey, because we've got locally sourced raw honey, which is also supposed to help with your local allergies. And I was drinking dandelion tea, which is liver supporting. And then we are doing a very mild, gentle liver support / cleanse this week. It is just a ½ ounce of olive oil, a ½ ounce of fresh squeezed organic lemon juice, and a pinch of cayenne pepper. You just kind of do it as a shot, get it down. Your mouth burns for a little while, and then you're fine. So I don't know if it's going to do anything, but you only have to do it 5 days. And liver cleanses, if you ever look up liver cleanses, are harsh. And I cannot do anything harsh because I am so broken down. I have got to do things that build up my body and are beneficial, instead of at this point doing anything that is going to be harder on my body. So I've really been avoiding cleanses. I have a 30-day cleanse to do that Mom purchased for me. I just kept putting it off. I don't feel strong enough yet. And I cannot afford to be sicker than I am. You know what I mean? Whew. All right. So what did I eat today? So first, you do this liver cleanse shot before you eat or drink anything else. So I had the olive oil lemon cayenne shot, coffee with cashew milk, cinnamon, and vanilla. When I can't do, and we buy a lower sugar almond creamer, but right now I'm trying not to do any sugar this week at all. So I'm not drinking that. So it was just unsweetened cashew milk with some cinnamon and vanilla. I frothed it up, poured my coffee in. Then we had scrambled eggs with leftover potatoes from yesterday, organic sausage, leeks, and then on top of that I put Cholula chipotle sauce, because the Cholula chipotle does not have any sweeteners added to it. You would be amazed at some of the hot sauces, the sweeteners they add to them. Heinz ketchup has corn syrup, unless you buy, I don't know if it's their all natural one or their organic. Read your labels, you guys. Sugar and corn syrup and wheat and soy are in everything. I had nutritional yeast and then some powdered reishi mushrooms on top of it, because they're supposed to be beneficial for your health too. And fresh pineapple. And then I had the dandelion root tea and raw honey. And then for a snack, I had grapes, because when I go off the sugar, I am even more tired than I am normally. and all I wanted to do was sleep. I had to get some things done because I had a sale this evening, and normally I would film first thing in the morning. I'm filming this at the end of the day because I just wanted to let you know how the week was kind of gonna go, and then maybe at the end of the week I'll tell you how the whole week went. But I had organic grapes because it was just easy to grab them, and then a second cup of coffee with the same cashew milk, cinnamon, vanilla in it. Lunch was leftover roast beef, just a small potato, or is it little potato with ghee, cooked carrots, and then a cucumber, tomato, onion salad, which came out of the garden, and kombucha. And then for dinner, I had a big salad with hard-boiled eggs, nitrite-free ham, bean sprouts, water chestnuts, nutritional yeast again. And if you don't know anything about nutritional yeast, it's supposed to be really high in B vitamins and kind of a cheesy substitute when you're dairy-free. And then a sugar-free homemade mustard dressing that Mom makes up for me with nothing in it that I can't have. And then corn on the cob, fried zucchini blossoms out of the garden, kale chips Mom just made out of the garden. And that was it. Lots of water today. So that's what I'm working on to be health positive. So how am I doing? Today it was pain and exhaustion were my main symptoms. Pain because I sat here and did my sale, and that always, it all hurts after I sit here for an hour. And then when I go off the sugar, I'm just so tired. I just drag, which is why I drank the second cup of coffee. And when I say coffee, I'm talking 8 ounces. These are the little cups. We are not doing big 20-ounce coffee. So I had 2 8-ounce cups of coffee today, and it wasn't even 8 full ounces of coffee because it was cashew milk in there, which I, frothed up to make really airy and take up a portion of the cup. So it wasn't even 16 ounces of coffee today. Constipation wise, I was able to go to the bathroom. Now, mind you, remember, I got a whole gallon of water in yesterday, and I've been adding the apple fiber in, so maybe that helped. And hot flashes aren't near as bad as they were a few days ago, but got them off and on throughout the day, but they weren't horrible like they have been. But I'm also wearing a very, very light, airy dress and not moving a lot, so I'm able to stay cool. And then mental health and enjoyable activities, I was too tired to do anything today. Too tired. But that's my little, what I'm working on this week. And if you have questions about some of the stuff I'm doing or the reason behind it, I can let you know. Just remember, I'm not a doctor and not a medical expert. I just read a lot and base some of that on the training I got when I was a massage therapist, and took continuing ed classes and stuff like that. So I just read. I read a lot I do research a lot about different things. Something will interest me and I will do the deep dive into it and try to learn all the things about it. Yeah, and big thank you to Alice and Becky who sent me some things, and try not to cry. It was very, very encouraging. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate it. Thank you. You guys are awesome. All right, that's it. That's what I'm working on this week. I will get that video up about adrenal fatigue and burnout. Got a little video about that coming up. So talk to you guys later. Bye.